Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And today we're going to be doing a Kaiju movie review like we've never done one before.
Steve, I'm
Actually, it's been a hot minute since we've actually done one of these. Legitly, anyways.
Why are we reviewing this?
Because it's a Kaiju movie. They literally call it a Kaiju in the movie.
I know who
it
did.
makes it a Kaiju movie.
No.
So, henceforth, we get to review it.
No, that's not how this works.
So today we're going to review The Suicide Squad, the James Gunn movie that just recently came out on HBO Max. You can watch it at, and on theaters. At theaters.
Recommend HBO Max.
I don't know. I actually think I would have liked to see this in theaters.
I don't know.
Alright, there's going to be spoilers. We're just going to talk about the movie.
Okay.
Just as a heads up.
John Cena made this movie great. I'll tell you that right now. He's the reason why I enjoy this movie and why I would want to see the next one, because he's going to be in the next one, obviously.
He gets his own TV show.
Oh.
He has a TV series coming out.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's what, like you seen the end credit scene?
Yeah.
That's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
To be honest, yeah, John Cena's really good. To be honest, I like the entire cast.
Oh, I like the entire cat. Weasel's my favorite. Okay.
The only reason I like Weasel is when he's drowning in the ocean and he's like, everybody's just watching him die on the security cameras. And it's just quiet and just the sounds of him drowning.
It's beautiful. And then at the end, he weaseled his way out. Like he
just
literally what his
Jesus
name is. Yeah. I don't know. I had a guilty pleasure watching this movie. I know I shouldn't have enjoyed it, but I did.
Compared to the previous one, the last Suicide Squad, I personally liked it, but it wasn't like something for me to really write home about.
Yeah.
Like I went and saw it in theaters. I was like, yeah, this is fine. And then, did I ever watch it again?
No. Actually, you and me went to movie theaters to watch it.
Yeah. And then, that's a lie. I watched it actually recently because we watched it in preparation to watch Suicide Squad because it still kind of ties into it.
A little bit.
It's still in the same universe.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they cut out some of the stuff that I really didn't like about that movie.
Like?
For starters. Sad that Will Smith didn't come back because I liked Will Smith in it.
I like
Even though it was just Will Smith being Will Smith with a gun.
That's what made it great.
But it could have been better. Like, Killer Croc was... I like that he was prosthetics, but he's so tiny compared to everybody else. It bothered me. Unlike King Shark in this movie, who... I need a figure of King Shark, and I almost kind of want to get the Hot Toys.
I was watching this review, and somebody compared him to Baby Yoda of Star Wars, and I was like, yeah, King Shark is my Baby Yoda. I will buy that mofo like there's no tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know if I go that far.
Oh, I gotta get figure of him.
I need a figure for sure. To be honest, I almost want to get the McFarlanes, because, like, if I just, like, you could just almost buy the entire group, and then you get King Shark for free.
Yeah.
Instead of paying like $50 to buy them individually.
Well, like the King Shark itself is like, I don't know if it's worth me buying all of them just to make the King Shark. I would buy the King Shark, but then like people want stupid price for King Shark.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like it's cheaper for you just to buy all the characters and then get your King Shark that way, which is tempting. Although I really don't like the Harley Quinn look. And also, I don't know how much I really need a polka dot man in my life, even though he was actually great in this movie. I love the mom references.
It was very disturbing that King Shark looked like his mom, and that was just weird.
What happened to where's your mom?
Everywhere.
Dun, dun, dun. That was great. And then, like, the dancing sequence when he's, like, dancing in the bar, and, like, it's just his mom's all around him. And it confuses me if he hates his mom or he likes his mom. He's got issues he's got mom issues.
He's got mom issues, and he hates his mom. That's why he always attacks. But it was so disturbing when he was drunk in the bar and dancing, and every single one of the chicks looked like his mom. So at one point, his mom was just grinding her ass on him, and I was like, ugh.
Oh no.
It was wrong.
But for the most part, story-wise, I thought it was pretty interesting, where it starts off with a Suicide Squad, but it's not like the Suicide Squad.
So, they're literally explaining what it means to be part of a Suicide Squad. You literally are a Suicide Squad. You will die.
Well, my favorite thing is she had two teams, and one of the teams was literally only there to die. to be pretty much a diversion, and then the other team is going to go do the thing. And it's hilarious that they sent Harley on the team to die. And Captain Flag for the most part, because you can see definitely between the two teams which one definitely got the better end of the stick.
Oh, I love the guy when
especially when they didn't even check to see if Weasel could swim. But anyways, I digress.
On the beginning part when the guy from the Walking Dead was just throwing the ball, like showing his skills off, and he's pretty good, and he kills a bird with it, and he's just a tough guy the whole time, and then at the end he just starts running.
I wasn't expecting that, especially because they were building it up that he was like such a badass and like amateurs, and Mike did a really good job with that. And then just like sees the massacre, just screams like a little girl, and just runs back into the water. Just to get his head blown up, because we had to be reminded that they can die if they go off mission.
Stupid parts of the movie, I think, but
Yeah, so that was one thing where she like sent them to go save them, even though they were on the team. Mm-hmm. That was essentially sent there to.
But the thing is, though, she sent her other guy, not the villain, but the good guy with the group that's going to die.
Well, that's what I mean. They sent Flag.
Yeah.
Over that way. So
she was trying to eliminate him from beginning.
I don't know. It seemed weird, but then she wanted him saved. And then my favorite part is when they go to save him and they're just walking through camp, and Idris Elba and John Cena are trying to one-up each other.
Oh my god, that was great.
Bloodsport and Peacemaker. And you just find out that they're just the good guys. I started catching on when they were going through, because you can see it's just like women like cleaning stuff. They're just murdering everyone.
Oh, I love the King Shark. He just eats everything. It's great.
And then when they're talking about the tent, he just spits up the finger. My thing, like the one thing about King Shark in this movie that kind of confused me is how his durability works.
He's a pagan god. He's a god.
Well, yeah, but he gets like shot repeatedly. No problem. Even Idris Elba's gun doesn't do any damage, just knocks him back. But then those little alien jellyfish things were cutting into him bad.
That's just bullets went through him. Like, you can clearly see, like, when he puts his hat up, there's bullets that go through his hands and into his body, but he just can't die. When he was covered, when he fell out of the building...
I mean, it just looked like the Superman thing where it was just, like, the ripple of the bullets bouncing off. That's what it looks like.
He has, like, this, and you can see the bullets go through his hand, and they go into his shoulder. Like, you can see them all. Like, when you...
But how did teeth hurt him?
He can be hurt, he just can't die.
But teeth blood.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's like Godzilla with, like, he could take nukes and stuff, but an elbow drop, oh no.
It was the people's elbow.
Anyways.
Well, super effective, okay? God. The thing is, I don't even know what those creatures are.
No, I'm sure there's something, like, somebody will tell us in the comment section, because to be honest, I'm not really that into DC outside of Batman.
Yeah, Batman.
It's like Batman, Swamp Thing I was into, like, some... Outside of Batman, the more obscure things. I like them mainly because of the movie. A lot of my, like, comic book nostalgia ties into movies. It's like Batman. I like Batman because of the movies. I like Swamp Thing because of the movies. I know they're not great, but I enjoyed them.
It's like you telling me you watched a Witcher TV show and you just like it because it was a TV show.
I never watched it.
You did not know that it was a game.
I knew it was a thing. It's just like the movie. It's like Guyver. Guyver got me... Like, I liked Guyver way before I even knew it was an anime. Or a manga. That blew my mind. I was like, wait, there's a comic? Growing up.
You're so 100% opposite of how it should be.
That's all I did when I was younger, because my brother was handicapped, so we couldn't really go anywhere, so we just watched movies. So I watched a lot of movies.
You're killing me.
That's why I watched a lot of movies I probably shouldn't have when I was younger, because it was just like, Mom's busy, so like, hey, let's pop in Aliens.
I remember my first experience with Alien. I was like 4 or 5 years old.
Alien was much later. Aliens was like 5-ish. I watched Aliens. Except my mom was like, cover your eyes when the chest burst was coming out of the kid.
I definitely watch Aliens, then Alien.
Yeah, it was vice versa. Actually, I think I saw Alien 3 before I saw Alien. Because Alien 3 was about the time.
Do you see this face? Because he's correct. Because at that time is when Aliens 3 was on TV and you were able to watch it on one of the 5 channels I had on my tube
Oh
TV.
man, my mom had the VHS collector set. That I remember because it was just like giant brick with an egg on it.
Yeah.
And I would get the movies out all the time. Same thing with like Predator was actually I was much later when I saw Predator.
No, I saw.
Like I had the toys, which is odd, but I hadn't seen the movie.
I seen Predator movie because of it was Arnold, before any of them.
Now, actually, the thing that I got like Arnold was all the like. I grew up with the comedy Arnold, and then got into action Arnold.
Arnold movies I can remember as young would be Commando. Gosh, what is that one on Mars? Can't think right now.
Oh, Total Recall.
Total Recall. You know, those are Arnold movies. Predator.
No, mine was like a Kindergarten Cop.
It's not a tumor.
Junior. And then started going back into like Commando and such and such.
Wait. What are we
Conan
talking
the
about?
Barbarian was much longer because we were talking about how I go way backwards into all these movies.
Let's talk about the Kaiju movie. Arnold movie.
We were talking about Godzilla briefly.
Arnold's movie should be considered Kaiju because he's a beast. He's a monster himself.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So we should call him a Kaiju in it.
The thing is, though, as I remember when I was younger, I watched the Superman animated. You remember those?
Yeah, I like the animated series.
Yeah. And that star appears in those TV shows. It actually controls Superman and few people.
Oh, Starro? The Conqueror?
But it's like tiny, like this big. He never gotten.
Because he didn't get enough people. That's what they explain in this. He has the more consciousness he gets, the bigger he gets. And that's because they've been feeding him for 30 years of people. So he got that big. And I don't know why, but it just really kind of creeped me out. The little starship is just coming out of like its armpit. I don't know why, but it just triggered something.
It was
in me.
disgusting.
Like,
It's like
that when she stabs the eyeball.
it was like remember BioShock 2 when you can play as the Big Daddy and you shoot out like the bees and a bee starts like crawling out of your hand. Ugh. It was like
No, that didn't bother me as much. I don't know. It's just something with the armpit. Like just armpits, like I'm not that into to begin with, and then it's just
How's
like,
it going, Steve?
and then things just flying out of it miraculously. All right, so I guess was there anything you didn't like about this?
There's a few things. I didn't like Harlequin. I know everyone's gonna hate me for this, but I did not like her character in this one. I didn't like her in a Birds of Prey either. It's like
I still haven't seen Birds of Prey.
She started off really high, and it's like she went a few movies, and then she just started dipping. Like this movie, she started coming back up a little bit, but not enough to be like, oh man, Harlequin is the shit. It's more like,
I liked her, but I think, to be honest, I think she got outshined by a lot of people.
Oh god.
At least for me, anyways. Because she does have some memorable scenes for me. Because there's like the part where she's like, I'm a princess, and hooks up with the leader of the nation and then shoots him point blank because he mentions murdering kids and then goes into a little tangent. Be honest though, in this movie she was definitely way more down to earth. She wasn't as crazy.
Which why she's stinking down. No, that's not Harlequin. Harlequin is like crazy as Joker. She's same acid bath. She don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just, I guess it's kind of like the progress of the character that they've been trying to do for other movies, but I would have preferred to have seen her a little more crazy.
Yeah.
In this one.
That's my issue with her. Anything else? I don't know.
To be honest, I like the pacing. For the most part, it doesn't really feel like that big of, like, the stakes are really that high until you get to right to the end.
The thing is, though, like, okay, I would say I did not like the villain, the guy with the screws in his head.
Oh, the Thinker?
I just felt like that was the most worthless waste of space for a villain. He didn't do shit, and then he just got smacked in the window and exploded.
But I like that he got ripped in half.
Like, I think...
Granted, it could have just been any evil scientist, dude. It didn't really have to be the Thinker.
But, like, you think about it logically, a thinker, this guy should have, like, a massive IQ, like, he should be able to think out of ways, out of everything, and he was like, oh, no, I'm so sorry I treated you like that. I know I should have done better. Please don't kill me. Like, really? That's the only thing you come up with?
My thing is why does he go to a random, like, gentleman's club? But he has, like, no entourage, nothing. He just kind of shows up.
Exactly.
Which is
waste
one thing.
of a villain.
Yeah, I could get behind that a little bit. One thing I really like too is how they kind of tied in the chapters into the movie, because they have like you can see stuff kind of like the letters in the background,
like a comic book.
So it would literally like pretty much tell you like each section of the movie what it's really about. I thought it was really cool. The final fight, I wish had a little bit more going on with it.
Yeah.
I think in terms of like them fighting Starro, it could have maybe been a little bit more elaborate.
Yeah, because like the polka dot man, he did the most damage to it.
Yeah, because the rats, well, I guess the rats did the most damage.
The rats did the most, but like,
they needed help.
Like human-wise, like polka dot man did the most damage. Like he literally blew his leg off, you know?
Yeah, that's the one thing I was kind of hoping is to see him like shine a little bit more. He gets like that one little brief glimpse of being a good guy. But then again, that kind of falls in how James Gunn movies kind of work anyways to begin with. And for the most part, a lot of this movie definitely, it's just DC Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. That's pretty much how this movie plays out. Did I like it more than Guardians, though?
No. Because what's his name from Guardians of the Galaxy makes the movie, and it's like Groot, and like the whole crew itself just works out better.
I like this better than the second one.
There was a second one? Pause, leave it there, and walk away.
All right, cool. But yeah, the starfish I still think was pretty sweet as a monster, though. Because you get like your giant monster plus sort of a zombie movie all wrapped up in the one.
Like think about it logically. If we were to compare that next to Godzilla, what could he do to Godzilla?
Well, no, but he's more like old King Kong.
One blast
with a zombie army.
Oh no, he can control itty bitty humans that are like this compared to Godzilla. I don't know. I feel like that was like a crappy representation if you were to put him in a kaiju universe.
Yeah, but what were they going to realistically be fighting, though?
No, you don't know.
You got mercenary with granted cool arm. Like I like that. Like
every piece
has a weapon on him. Like it's cool, but it's just a dude. Then we have a dude that shoots polka dot lasers. We have a shark that's good at biting things, and a crazy lady with a spear, and rats.
The rats were
what were they gonna realistically be fighting?
It was great though, because they were like, "This town belongs to me." She's like, "No, it don't. It belongs to them." And I was like, "Rats are coming."
But I love the little arc of Idris Elba and the rat, because he's like trying to give him the leave. He's like, "Why the fuck would I want to leave?" And then at the end of the movie, he pets him.
He was like, "That would have been me," except I would have been like, pick up like a cardboard box and try to push it off me.
Did the rat wave at me? I like the rats. I actually I thought she was going to be one of the weaker characters, but I still enjoyed her.
She turned out to be actually the strongest character because she's the one who killed the thing off.
Which is true. I think powers-wise, she's just sick of my king shark. I kind of want to know how that turned out.
It wouldn't, because they can't kill him. So he would just eat them all eventually.
Yeah, but then at least you wouldn't be hungry.
Oh, that's the thing, though. He's always hungry. If you ever read any of the comic books, we
established this. If it's in a movie,
he's always hungry.
It was good. I thought everybody did great in this. And to be honest, if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. Even if you're not that big into DC, I think it's definitely worth a watch.
It's a comedic relief, right?
Yeah, it's definitely more comedy. Like it falls in the same line as Guardians for the most part, which is you can tell is what they were going for with this.
Yeah.
Which still works pretty well for me. Well, what did you guys think of Suicide Squad? Let us know in the comments section below, and help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, and come range today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook. Guys like you about the day with you and donate. Greatly appreciate it. We'll see you guys next video. Bye-bye.